Alright everybody, what is up? Welcome back to another Borderlands 3 video. And we're going to continue down the road of some of the DLC for Legendaries, you know what I'm saying? This week, baby, or not this week, today, what we got, that's going to be none other than the Major Kong, right? A very interesting rocket launcher just by the base damage alone. As you can see, this one almost has 150k times 2. Which is very, very high. It does have the hero anointment, which is very, very nice. Got some extra radiation damage on it. And you're just looking at the card, dude. You can see this thing has some packs of serious punch, and it is dropped by the Psycho Reaver located in Valhalla. So keep that in mind if you want to go farm for it. Only the Psycho Reaver drops it. So basically, what this thing is, you can charge it for higher damage intervals, but it will cost more ammo. And then whenever the main rocket hits an enemy, it's going to spawn a smaller homing child rocket per se, which is going to be pretty interesting. This thing packs a lot of damage, and let's just go ahead and get into our setup. We are using our Fire Old God, we are using our Rocket Bloodletter. Along with that, we are using a Deathless of some sort with some AoE, which is very, very nice. Along with that, we are using a Recurring Hex Grenade, pretty standard Demolition Woman tree, a little bit into Big Surplus in our Bear Mother tree. Just enough to get a Specialist Bear from a Bombless Mag tree, and then here's our Shield Retribution tree, all the way down into different measures for that extra gun damage, especially since we are going to be at 1 HP for the most part. But yeah, guys, with all this stuff being said, let's go ahead and head over to the Guardian Takedown, and let's go ahead and put in some work with the Major Kong. Alright, you guys, we are over here at the Guardian Takedown side of things. Now, I'll be honest, this thing does have some weird accuracy. But this thing definitely is one of the hardest hitting rocket launchers in the game for sure. As you can see, these invading Mockatours are low-key actually kind of like getting destroyed right here. And you know, this is just one of those one of those weapons where you're just gonna pack a lot of damage as long as you can hit the target. And it is pretty nice that they it does spawn a smaller homing rock whenever you do hit an enemy, which is relatively nice. But I can tell you, if you're going to have a build where you only use this, you're definitely going to want to make sure that you give yourselves a cup-first launch pad. 100%, because this thing going to chew through some ammo big time. It's not like the Plague Bear or a well, it's not like the Plague Bear and like where like you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck with each shot. You know, the thing about the Plague Bear is that, you know, those bullets are going to home, or this thing, I mean, this thing can flat out miss sometimes, and you know, that's no good. So just keep that in mind whenever you're using this thing. But this rocket launcher definitely excels in the damage department for sure. But as you can see, fellas, we are already running low on the ammo. As you can see, we are at already 9 shots, and this thing can be, see, as you can see, oh, it did track, look at that. All right, let's just go ahead and finish out some of these enemies, and we are going to be heading ourselves to the good old Malawan takedown side of things that you love to see. But as you can see, if we fight the Plague Bear, it's actually going to track and not completely do a big whiff like that. A big oof donut. But let's actually go ahead, throw on our good old cup-first launch pad real quick. And yeah, you're definitely going to want to make sure you have your hands on a cup-first launch pad with this gun, or this rocket launcher in particular. For sure, especially against enemies like this. It's just like a fly. It's really hard to hit these enemies with a rocket, so yeah. But dude, I guess honestly, what we can do is go ahead and do, fellas, we can just head over to the Malawan takedown, because I don't feel like trying to hit these enemies with our Kong, because our Kong can be a little bit sus when it comes to taking out some enemies. At least like trying to hit like enemies that are flying. But you know, enemies like this dude right here, they're just big and lumpy and dumb, man. Instantly wrecked, dude. Instantly wrecked. But yeah, anyways, guys, let's go ahead, head over to the Malawan takedown. Alright, y'all, we are over here at the Malawan takedown side of things. As you can see, the Kong can be a little bit iffy when it comes to its accuracy. That is for darn sure. So just you can just see it, you know, and you know, these enemies we don't really have to worry about, like, you know, too much. So, you know, I think some of the higher moving targets can be a little bit more of a challenge. But you know, against, I mean, honestly, dude, using the Kong against these trasher tier mobs kind of feels like a bit of a waste to me, especially as they fucking cry on me. So. But you know, as against some of these tougher tier enemies, it's going to, hopefully, you know, if we can just, you know, hit the Kraken and one-shot it, or almost one-shot it, and there we go, send that one that way, and yeah, I mean, this thing's gonna put in some mad work, dude. It just hits so damn hard. It's hard for it not to do well, you know? Jeez, dude. See how that tracking rocket completely decimated that other Valkyrie, dude? What this thing can do for you. And yeah, that one's donezo on the runzo, baby. Alright, y'all, we're here at the bridge side of things. As long as our rocket can land its rockets and not get dodged by these Spec Ops battles, then we're gonna be a-okay. Because this, as you can, I mean, throughout this entire video, dude, we've just been blowing everything up in relatively one shot. I mean, like, this thing is like one of those rockets. I mean, dude, like, you see its base damage, right? I mean, the thing has a base damage of almost 150k times 2, so basically 300k if you think about it. Then it sends out a baby homing rocket whenever the initial rocket lands. So I mean, that's also pretty good. Not like that homing rocket does a shit ton of damage as well. And I mean, obviously we're just gonna one-shot all these mobs. Everything you just hit, if you could just hit the initial rocket, dude, you're gonna do fucking shit tons of damage. I mean, just absolute shit tons. Especially having the baby rocket home is also pretty nice. But like that's just like the real thing about this one. It's just like it could be a little bit finicky, a little bit inaccurate. But for the most part, dude, if you can just hit your shots, this thing's gonna completely destroy everything. I would still definitely take a Plague Bear over, just because like the Plague Bear, I feel like it's just so versatile in so many situations. It's super accurate. You can just like point shoot anywhere and it'll kill things. It does, like the initial ball does a shit ton of damage, and it's easy to aim that giant ball, although it does move relatively slow. But I still definitely like this Kong for what it provides. You know, 151 million damage, kind of casually. But yeah, guys, I guess we'll go ahead and head over to Wotan Schmoketon, and I'll see you guys over there. All right, y'all, we're here at the Wotan Schmoketon Smackdown of the Century. And we're just gonna go ahead, dude. We're gonna send out our rockets, our damage, see what this thing can do. I think this might be one of those rounds where Wotan just kind of gets bullied, kind of gets cock slapped a little bit. But yeah, dude, we're gonna fucking send this dude down the ropes, down the shitter. And I don't think Wotan's gonna know what's gonna hit him, man. He doesn't look like he's built for it. He looks kind of like he's shitting in his pants. Right now, we've got our freaking Major Kong out here putting in that work. Now, I definitely want to... okay. Now, this is even with 5 out of 5 Scrappy. You can see the handling on this thing can be relatively sluggish, to say the least, for something that does so much damage. But, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. But, I really want to try and one-shot at least one of the two halves, if I can... Oh, fuck you, dude. If I can at least hit the damn thing... Oh, it's done. It's done. That thing's donezo runzo, boy, whatever. All right, dude. Let's go ahead and try and one-shot the better half. This guy might be a little bit of a tart, a little bit of a God. Oh, we didn't one-shot it. That sucks. So we'll just oh, come on, get there! Wow. Baby rocket almost homed in on it, but yeah, hold that for me. You're done. See you later. Major Kong putting in that major work, as you love to see it. And let's go ahead and take a last one look at our setup real quick. You know what I'm trying to tell you, my G. 5150. You know what I'm saying? Look at that base damage. Just overall insane. We got the Incinerary Old Guy, you'll have to see. We got the 25% recurring Hex. We have a Deathless, so we can make some use out of desperate measures. Since we got 6 out of 3 due to this Bloodletter, especially splash damage, weapon damage, and heavy damage. Very, very nice. Shield of Retribution tree, Simple Bomb Smacks tree, Berry Mother tree, and then our Demolition Woman tree. Guys, thank you all so much for watching the video. Hope you all did enjoy the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to drop your load on that like button and subscribe if you're new. We do upload daily Borderlands 3 content. You know what I'm saying, my G? So any love, support is greatly appreciated. But yeah, all that being said, my name's Kree, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.